Have a Samsung dryer that keeps blowing thermal cutoff on heating element.
Do you know the model of your Samsung dryer? How old is it?
DV448 EEP/SA.
How long has this been going on with your Samsung dryer? What have you tried so far?
First purchase complete unit with heating element and 2 thermo controls, worked a couple weeks, then blew thermal fuse, replaced fuse 4 times.
Anything else we should know to help you best?
I can bypass with jumper wire and heating element works.
Hello, this is Mark. I'll be assisting you today. Ignore the phone call request pop-ups, unless you want a phone call. Those are automatically sent by the site, not me. You will see them pop up. If you do not want a phone call, ignore them. You mentioned replacing the thermal fuse on this dryer. How often have you replaced it? How long does it last till you have to replace it again?
Blew during first load this time.
Did the dryer seem to get pretty hot? There is a cycling thermostat on this, it has most likely failed. The cycling thermostat will keep the element from overheating to the point where it will cause the thermal fuse to fail. I'll find thermostat.
I suspect another thermostat somewhere, but have checked all 4 at the heating element. Afraid of the control board but can't find one online. Wondering if gap in felt around drum can reduce air pulled through heating element.
This would not be caused by the computer board. So there is a thermistor part and thermal fuse on the side of the blower well housing. The thermistor can sometimes cause this.
I pulled it off and tested it. Seemed good. 10.1 k ohms used heat gun and resistance lowered as it heated up. Ordered one already anyway.
Did you replace the thermostat that is on the heater element side?
Small one next to thermistor.
One other main thing you want to check is this. Remove the vent hose from the dryer. Run a dry cycle with no clothing in it. See if that will keep drying without tripping the thermal cutoff. Reason I'm mentioning this is if there is a lint clog or air restriction through the vent, the heat cannot be transferred properly out of the dryer. Which, if the gap by the felt is big enough, could cause this as well. Small one next to thermistor on side of blower well housing is the thermal fuse. See this link, https://www.appliancepartspros.com/Samsung thermal fuse DC470016A app 4201894.html.
Vent is clear, hose to outside only 3 feet long. Changed it and tests good now, that is meter beeps on resistance setting.
Thermostat I meant is this one on the side of the heating element. https://www.appliancepartspros.com/Samsung therm DC470018A app 4201898.html. If the element is actually overheating, then the part that controls the cycling of it is the thermostat. It can have continuity but still not open and close properly to cycle the element on and off. The computer board doesn't cycle it on and off. Rather the thermostat and also sometimes the thermistor. So if it was me there, I would suspect the thermostat and thermistor and would actually replace them both. The only other cause would be an airflow issue.
Replaced it too. I have about 1/8 to 1/4 gap in felt around drum. Wonder what new felt gap is.
All I can do is give you the information on how this issue is caused. You will need to do the rest. It's either a faulty thermostat, thermistor, or airflow issues. The theory is actually simple, and you might know this, but the element comes on. There is voltage applied to it. The thermostat operates to open and close the circuit for the element. And the element comes on. Reaches a temp set by the thermostat, and then after temp drops the thermostat closes again and voltage is applied. The thermal fuse will open when the temp gets too high. And that means that either the thermostat and thermistor are not doing their job or there is an airflow issue. So the job of the thermostat is the open and close the element circuit, rather turn it on and off to maintain a certain temperature level. If the element is getting too hot, then it is going to open the thermal fuse and cause it to fail.
I'll just replace them all again, then felt is only remaining issue that could prevent air being pulled through heat tube.
Could be a big lint blockage in the dryer as well. I've seen that happen before and cause this. One thing you can try is to run the dryer, maybe just air so you aren't heating it up. Go to the outside exhaust area for the dryer vent. Feel the airflow coming out. It should feel like there is a good amount of air coming out of there. If it seems pretty weak, then you have to resolve the airflow issue.
Appears to be two thermostats, right? One on tube and one on blower plastic tube next to thermistor. Air blows hard.
This one has what they call two thermal fuses. One next to the thermostat on the heater element. One next to the thermistor on side of blower housing assembly. Gave you links to them both.
Hot when heat is working?
Not sure what is going on with your dryer. I have never not been able to resolve this issue on a call before. You must be missing something.
Okay, do they both do the same thing? One on element has points inside. So does the fuse. Customer attachment January 1, 2020 10:19 and 54 seconds p.m.
A thermal fuse is the same. I'm not sure why they actually have two of those on this dryer, they typically only have one. Basically, a thermal fuse will open when a high temp is reached, and will prevent the flow of voltage to that circuit as a safety measure. That part you have in the pic looks bad.
One is called a thermostat and the other a thermal fuse. Fuse blows, but doesn't the other open and close?
I'm aware of what those parts are. Fuse will open the circuit to prevent voltage flow. Some are resettable and some are not. Thermostat opens and closes the circuit to keep the heat within a desired range, for safety and proper operation. If the thermostat is actually working and doing this, then the element should not be overheating, which would cause the thermal fuse to open and fail. You will have wanted to use the correct part number for this thermostat, just so you know. https://www.appliancepartspros.com/Samsung Therm DC4700018A app 4201898.html as thermostats are different and need to be correct for the model dryer. This is the correct thermistor, https://www.appliancepartspros.com/Samsung dryer thermistor DC3200007A app 4201716.html.
Those are the parts I used and have ordered again. If the blow again, I'll replace felt on drum.
If the gap between the felt and drum is large, then yes, that could definitely be contributing to this issue. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I'd be more than happy to answer any other questions or clarify anything for you. Doesn't affect what you pay at all, just whether or not the site pays me for my time. You can give your rating by selecting one of the 5 stars located on the top right of the question page. Have a great day.
I think so too. Okay, thanks.
You are welcome. Happy to help out. How to rate, https://www.justanswer.com/help/how do I rate answer.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.